Welcome, race fans! Tonight, the Downforce Racing Series Season 13 unloads at Kentucky for round number 5. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. I do see John Black and Brendan Kennedy already out in chat. How are y'all both? How are both of y'all doing tonight? Looks like 19 drivers have entered the facility here this evening. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, on the mic for you all for the 140-lap action. Of course, stages here as well. 100% fuel and no tire limits. So these guys should be able to handle Kentucky at least pretty well. We'll get down to the pre-race analytics here in just a minute. But we take a look at the point standings coming into tonight. Billy Glazier up the top spot at 239. Jeff Hollingsworth in second at 203, 36 back. Chris Gutierrez in third at 194, 45 behind the leader, 9 behind Hollingsworth. Austin Williams up a spot into fourth at 182, 57 behind the leader, and 12 behind Chris. Charlie Woods down a spot into fifth at 165, 74 behind the leader, and 17 behind Austin. Keith Hanlon in sixth at 156, 83 behind the leader, 9 behind Woods. Kevin Gunther in seventh at 145, 94 behind the leader, and 11 behind Hanlon. Mr. Anderson, that'd be John Anderson, by the way, in eighth at 134, 105 behind the leader, and 11 behind Gunther. Mike Whitaker in ninth at 132, 107 behind the leader, 2 behind John. And Terry Adams in 10th at 122, 117 behind the leader, and 10 behind Whitaker. Bill English in 11th at 104, 135 behind the leader, and 18 behind Terry. And Kyle Vincent Gilbert, after his win, is going to be up 5 spots, cracking the top 12 in 12th at 102, 137 points behind the leader and 2 behind Bill. But do seeing a couple more that joined in, so it looks like 19 drivers right now, so should be a very, very entertaining race. They'll be getting into qualifying here in just a minute, here in about 3 seconds. Actually, we look at the pre-race analytics at about wind of about 2 miles an hour, air temp of 64. Night race, so track temp's only 67. 140 laps, 210 miles. That'll put the stages at stage 1, white at 35, checkered at 36. Stage 2, white at 70, and checkered at 71. As I said previously, no tire limits and 100% fuel. We are looking roughly at about 50 to 55 laps on fuel. However, they won't need that in the first stage. They will come down and get fuel, get tires, finish that up, and then finish up the second. But they will have to stop in that last stage at some point to finish out the race. Pit road speed here tonight at Kentucky, 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of 55. They are getting down here into qualifying, and they do 4 laps of qualifying. But while they do that, folks, we're going to go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, so hang tight. Qualifying will be still continuing when we come back.
Can you and the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying is still going. However, it does look like 16 drivers as of right now have taken the time. We got Mike Whitaker out here on a second lap. Fred Williams in the 95 also out on track. He has not started his first lap officially yet. Looks like this time by will be his first official start lap. And the 97 of Jeff Hollingsworth up at the top with a 30.208, followed by Chris Gutierrez, Chris Walker, Kyle Vincent Gilbert, and Kevin Gunther. Rounding out our current top five, it looks like Timothy No Name Bates coming out in the Purple Heart Homes 21. So it does look like three more drivers have elected to come out and qualify. Chad Waller and Bill English have yet to come out. That name sounds familiar. Chad Waller. Bet I know him from somewhere. Yes. Couldn't tell you where, right off the bat. But Timothy is on his first lap. Fred is on his third. Sitting back here right now, looks like in 16th. Mike Whitaker in 14th. He is actually officially done. Sitting back in 14th. Just kind of waiting down through here the last 3 minutes or so. 358 is going to put Timothy right there in that 18th spot. Still has 3 more laps. They do get 4 laps of qualifying over here at Downforce. Definitely gonna have to adjust the Joe there. All right, under 2 minutes. Looks like Fred Williams is done. Timothy just went into 16th. Doesn't look like Chad Waller or Bill English is going to come out, but however, 20 drivers out here. Right under a minute and a half. Like Timothy is done. Does look like pretty much everybody is done. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to come out and grab the pole. Looks like here at Kentucky. And we're going to go ahead and pull Jeff down here real quickly and have a chat with him tonight. Jeff, got a copy, buddy?
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, I'm doing all right, man. Well, Kentucky, man, coming out, pulling out all the stops. I don't think all the stops are pulled out just yet, but with a 32.08, that's going to be a good enough time to start on the front row here, bud. So how you feeling? Are you comfortable? You like Kentucky? You hate Kentucky? What you thinking about?
I like Kentucky. Pit entrance is going to be hard because it comes up real quick, and the setup's decent. For me, it's a little tight, but everybody else seems to like it. And yeah, I got lucky on the qual lap. I smacked the wall on on my second lap. And then I just kept running it because I know these cars don't really get that much damage, and pulled it out, man. That's a pretty decent lap. There's good laps up front, though.
Well, how are you going to have to manage on the tires here with it being a night race? Does Kentucky use up that much tires?
It's hard on your right front, but I don't know. Just I've only done the most, I think, 12 laps in practice. My grandson's here, so I didn't get in here early enough to do a bunch. But I don't know. I could probably do as good as anybody else, but you know, Chris had that win last week. It should be a fun race.
Yes, man. I mean, it's going to definitely be interesting for sure. Well, good luck, man. Congratulations on the pole here tonight for round number 5, man. Go have some fun. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to OGR.
All right, OGR, that would be the other guy's room. And as I just pulled him up there to his room, it looks like he is going to be gridding here in just a second. We're going to go ahead and get him on the grid here tonight, the MaxspeedTV starting grid. Jeff Hollingsworth with that 32.08. Well, that's going to put him on the top spot. Chris Gutierrez is going to start on the outside of him in second. Chris Walker third. Kyle Vincent Gilbert fourth. Kevin Gunther fifth. Austin Williams sixth. Paul P.K. Crumrah there in seventh. Charles Woods in eighth. Keith Hanlon ninth. And Dave Hunt is going to be 10th. John Anderson in 11th, Hanover 5th, CDA in 12th, Fred Williams 13th, Timothy Bates 14th, John Surkey 15th, Mike Whitaker 16th, Lonnie Barrington 17th, Bob Lockevar in 18th, Chad Waller and Bill English didn't start, well, no, they gridded. They did grid, so they are starting, but they didn't qualify. They'll start respectively 19th and 20th here tonight. Let's go ahead and get up here to Jeff Hollingsworth. And it looks like everybody gridded here tonight, folks. So, look, everybody is going to start. All right, coming out of 2 momentarily, and just pull those belts tight one more time, folks. Here we go. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road out of 4, and Jeff will be in control. Gotta wait for the initial green. Like I said, folks, couple stages here for Downforce. Now everybody this season is on the same set. There are no open fix setups this season, so they do have to take care of their vehicle. They do get 3 fast repairs if needed. Hopefully they will not have to use any of those tonight, but with that being said, that pace car will make its move down pit road. There it goes. Waiting on the green here tonight for the Downforce Racing Series Season 13, round number 5 here at Kentucky, and the green is out. Folks, we're racing here with Downforce. Already starting to see a little bit of 3 wide, or was 3 wide back here. Austin Williams, 11th Chris Walker, Al Vincent Gilbert. And the first lap is going to go to Jeff Hollingsworth here tonight. Austin Williams coming up almost into Kyle Vincent Gilbert. However, that is going to put Austin there in that 3rd spot. He is already 3rd spot. He has already moved up from that 6th position. Three wide behind them, folks. Oh my gosh. And it looks like we're going to go 3 wide again with the 17 of Keith Hanlon right up the gap. I put the 11 on the outside. That was Chris Walker. And boy, by the time I get to them, they're already done. Watching Chris Walker. 95 of Fred Williams. Timothy right behind them. John Surkey, Hanover, Lonnie, Mike, Bob, Cadwaller, and Bill English kind of at the tail end of the field here. Still looks like you've got some side-by-side battle still yet going. Like Timothy Bates, there's John Surkey and Chris Walker. Chris Walker's falling back here. Oh, Chris got a little loose there coming out of turn 4. Does manage to save it through the tri-oval. Chris falling back. Oh, Fred Williams coming across the grass. And it looks like he is going to loop it back up onto the track. No caution as of yet, and it does not look like we will have a caution. Though Fred does get it back down and gets it out of everybody's way. Fred Williams having a moment. He hit the front again. Still got the side-by-side up here. Kevin Gunther Chris Gutierrez right to his inside. Austin Williams, Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Now Jeff Hollingsworth is pulled ahead by a little over 2 seconds. Chris making a dive bomb there to the inside. That was the 6th. 3 wide behind them. Dave Hunt, Paul Crumry, and Keith Hanlon. All right in there. Hey, Charlie and John in the mix here too. 8 laps in already, and these guys are tearing it up about mid-pack. Chris Walker running the high line way up there next to the wall. Now up to 2.5 seconds. Not really worried about Jeff right now. I'm worried about this group of drivers from, well, Austin on back, because they're right next to one another. Slightest move, slightest mistake. Definitely could be a game changer. These guys are, in their case, a race changer. I always say you can't win the race on the first lap. Well, folks, you can definitely lose it. Keep an eye on Chris, Lonnie Barrington, Mike Whitaker, all right here. We're right here together. Chris is trying to hang on to the car here. I do have Trading Paints updated, I do believe. Okay. And oh man, the gaggle. Cars right here. We possibly might have a move for second with Austin Williams and Kyle Vincent Gilbert up here for that second spot. The more they race it up, the further Jeff is going to get. They're not going to go single file anytime soon, but Kyle does have the P2 as of right now. And Austin fighting hard on the inside. And oh, I think Austin clipped the apron, got up into Kyle. And that upset not only Austin, but Kyle. He did keep going, but lost some momentum as Kevin Gunther and Dave Hunt. I think Dave got a piece of anybody, but he definitely had to. It was an moment there for Dave Hunt. That is just allowing Jeff just to kind of drive away with it. And Kevin Gunther is going to pounce on that little incident with Austin and Kyle. And Kevin is going to go up into that P2 spot. Kyle, oh, somebody up into the wall. Oh, that is Dave Hunt up into the wall. We do not have a yellow. Man. Did Dave get bumped? Let's take a look here at his rear end. I don't know if he did or not, or if he just lost it, but he's definitely going to have some damage. Yeah, he does have a little bit of left side driver damage on that car. Does have some right sides as well, so he does have some damage. Right. Back up here to PK, Chris, Keith Hanlon, King Machine. PK and Chris about to do a battle here for fifth. Charlie right behind them. Fred on pit road. I think Fred has had enough early. Three and a half seconds ahead, though. Jeff Hollingsworth to Kevin Gunther. And then you got Kevin, Kyle, Keith, Paul, Chris, Charlie with John Anderson right there on his tail. John Circus, so we got a battle of the Johns potentially. And Hanover right behind them. Followed by Austin Williams, Lonnie Barrington, Timothy Bates, Mike Whitaker. Looks like Bill English just got around Bob Lacobara. Bill up to 15th, Bob back to 16th. Chris Walker 3rd to 17th, and Chad Waller, Dave Hunt all the way back into 19th, and Fred Williams sitting on pit road here. But right now, it's been just Jeff Hollingsworth up front. Looks like TDA under fire here. Austin. Let's see if Austin is able to get back around Hanover. Used to calling him Hanover, but TDA in here. That is Terry. 18 of 140. Already down the books here, folks. Well, John, Brendan, and 5 of the other 3 of you that are out there tuning in here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Right now, though, it's all Jeff. Jeff better not mess up, because if he does, these guys will pounce. Kyle Vincent up to 2nd. Kevin back to 3rd. So Kyle able to recover. Get up there to P2. Looks like Austin and Hanover back here doing a little bit of pickling with one another. Might as well throw Lonnie Barrington into the mix, because he's right there too. Sure, these tires right now pretty much, I wouldn't say they're shot, but lead time's definitely falling off about 3/10 from the start of the race to now. So about 20 laps. And Jeff Hollingsworth's last lap is showing a 23:3:14. 7. 31:043 on that one. So definitely starting to fall off. Al quicker on that last lap than Jeff, but Jeff's got a 4-second lead, so not really hurting him too much. Oh, here comes a move by Chris Gutierrez. And coming around PK. So Chris just drove around Paul Cromer like he was just sitting still. PK gonna have to pick it up a little bit. But, 88. And he could be buying his time here too. I know PK, I've known him for a long time. Ain't give away too many of the secrets though. Evan Gunther, Keith Hamlin, Chris again. Might have another potential 3 wide here if Chris decides to take it up the middle or go to the outside. I think I would go on that inside line. That is probably, not where you want to go. Like the mid to high line is where you want to be. 17 of Keith, though, gonna hold that spot. Oh, that's 6 all over the 31. Wow. Chris driving around the 31. Let's see if that 31 has a comeback for that number 6 machine. You gonna cross him over? Doesn't look like it. PK trying to make a move. Here comes Charlie as well. Charlie Wood. There's Charles in here, but Charlie in Team Speed. I do want to mention with the update, Team Speed is having issues. Drivers are having issues mapping their buttons to Team Speed for their steering wheel. So some drivers we will be able to talk to, others we cannot. I know the ones we can. Some of them in the Downforce racing room we can, and I think pretty much all of them in the OGR room we can, and I know Mr. Anderson we can too. So we still have a pretty good variety of drivers we can pull down if we have to have a chit chat with them. And as I was just talking about that, man, lap 27, we're going to be coming to the stage and pull Keith Hanlon and Chris Gutierrez right here. I don't think they're giving an inch to one another. Yeah. About 3 foot there. Well, that wasn't 3 or 4 foot. Whoa, that was close. Man, Downforce Racing. Oh, Jeff blinky a little bit. Oh, he's going to have to get that under control. Led all 27 laps so far here. And, man, Chris. I was looking at Chris's name. I meant to say Jeff, but Jeff, man, I think he likes Kentucky. I think he was lying a little bit there. You know, just, oh, I like it. You know, I think he does. Because, man, 3.9 second lead. Now, if something happens to Jeff, though, Kyle will be able to get up there. See, Kyle's broken away from Keith Hanlon here, too, at about 1.5, 1.6 seconds. So Kyle's got a little bit of a gap here from third place. And then Chris Gutierrez, he's right there behind Kyle. So very close. And a little bit more separation. Not a whole lot, but some. Right, white flag here in about 5 laps, folks. Lap 35. We'll see the white. John Zerke around John Anderson. So, battle of the Johns out here. Oh, Chad Waller is coming down pit road here. Okay. Unique. Oh, he came on pit road and then he towed it to pit road. Oh, and then he has already taken his car behind the wall here tonight. He is done. Oh man, not what you want to see. Oh man. I can't remember who was the one that was from Kansas. I'm watching the radar here, and the reason being is because, well, we could be under fire here with some storms later on as well. I got the radar pulled up on my phone in Wichita, fixed to get hit. And Jeff keeps on keeping on. And over around John Anderson. So John Anderson starting to fall back. He was battling John Zerke here. Now John battling Kevin Gunther for that P7 position. Lap 33. Let's go ahead and get up here. Lap 34 here, folks. Oh, white flag. Next time by. I think Jeff Hollingsworth, I'd say for sure he's going to have stage 1, but the white flag is in the air. One more to go for stage number 1 here tonight. Man, stage 1 went by quick. We'll stay up front here, and then when Jeff crosses the line, we'll let them all pit, but down into 3 with a 4.5 second lead, roughly. Now down to about 4.3 seconds. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to come away with the stage. 4.5 seconds ahead of Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Man, oh man. All right. Well, they're going to have to wait on the pace car here, but congratulations to Jeff Hollingsworth on the Stage 1 win. We'll get him back down here in just a second. Whoa, and he's blinking too. Ooh. Blinked out there for a moment. Hopefully he have any major issues. But he is going to definitely bring them all down pit road. So the first round of pit stops, not under green, but under the stage. Well, I'd imagine all these drivers going to go ahead and fill up, go ahead and put 4 brand new ones on. And of course, get back out there a little shorter of a stage 2 by a few laps. But nevertheless, here we go. Oh, taking a little bit more time. And Jeff, he is gonna be the second one off of pit road. Bob Lacavara must have missed his pit box. Take a look at it here. Yeah, I think he missed his box. So Jeff Hollingsworth will inherit the lead again, it looks like. Let's go ahead and get Jeff down here real quick and have a talk with him. Jeff, got a copy, buddy?
Timber.
I think you love Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. It's pretty good, but I had to get a really good jump. Those guys are running pretty good lap times, but
yeah.
You know, it felt good that time.
Oh yeah,
see what happened.
Yeah, clean air, man. We're gonna go ahead and talk about it because you know it was a very clean run out there for you. Got a good jump, got a good start, and you know you never looked back. But now that we know, 36 laps roughly on tires. How did it feel? Was it getting loose? Was it getting tighter, or did it feel about the same?
It did get tight for me, just a little loose off of 4 like everybody else, but I just kind of throttled it and I wasn't in dirty air, so I was lucky.
Well, it seems like these cars, these tires are going to hold up on a long run. Now, of course, we'll know a lot more, in the last stage, but we kind of know now what's going to happen here in the second stage. Of course, we cannot rule out some people, some drivers, Jeff as well as I do, they may be holding back some too.
Why? Why would you hold back?
I don't know.
Anyways, we'll see.
We'll see, man. But keep it going, bud. Clean air and you being up front, that definitely does help. So we'll see, how you do here in the second stage, man. But good luck and congratulations on stage 1 win, man.
Thanks, man. Now I can start on my own and maybe get a jump again. Thanks, man.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy. All right, Jeff Hollingsworth, stage 1 winner. We'll go ahead and get that off here and get the driver bar back up here because they will be getting going here. So we got Jeff, Kyle, Chris, Keith, Charles, Paul, John Surkey, Lonnie Barrington, Kevin Guthert, Terry Adams, John Anderson, Mike Whitaker, Timothy Bates, Austin Williams, and Chris Walker rounding out our top 15. They will be, it looks like, getting the one to go this time by. Jeff is going to choose, it looks like, the inside line. So, pace car lights are off. And we will be coming back to green, lap number 40. So roughly about 31, 32 laps. All right, well, let's see here what kind of start Jeff Kyle can get. That is the top row. Jeff can get the start like he did the last time. Jeff will be in a pretty good spot. Does have one heck of a driver next to him, though. Kyle Vincent Gilbert, after getting his win last week. And here we go. And into the start zone. And Jeff is going to be on the loud pedal. Green is out. Everybody's on the loud pedal. Good start there by Jeff, and good start by everybody. Already seeing some movement, man. Fresh tires. We're going to probably see some 3 wide. Ooh, that was John Anderson. Yeah, looks like from that angle he got a little loose, but looks like he's okay. Bob Lacavara, Bill English with 3 wide with Dave Hunt there. Went right up the middle. Chris Walker. Austin Williams right behind him, getting up toward the front again. Gutierrez, PK, Charlie, John Zerke coming from 15th to 7th. Timothy Bates, the inside of Hanover. That is a battle for 11th here. 42 laps of 120. We are under 100 to go. All right. Oh, Timothy scraping the wall. Watching Charlie here. He's all over the tail of PK. We go to Pocono next week, folks. The tricky triangle. That is definitely going to be a track worth watching. Watching it here. Now Jeff has not been able to really get a commanding lead over Kyle, but man, watching this battle here between the 617, 88, and the 40. This is starting to heat up here, and of course the more they race, the further Kyle and Jeff is going to get. But man, really high. PK. Oh, man, that was close between him and the 40. Well, from that angle, it might not have been that close, but from that angle, it looks like it was close. Bonnie Barrington, 17th, still hanging out here in 7th. He's got the 31 of Gunther shooting to his inside line. We're going to go 3 wide again. 2 Fords and a Chevy. Whoa, 31, man. Whoa! The 31 had to back off a little bit, not to get into the back of the 23. And then, of course, John had to back off a little bit, too, to look like. Not to get into Kevin. Very good job between them 3 drivers. Of course, Kevin Gunther getting the rough end of the stick. He's not able to get around anybody. Harley coming around PK. Trying to anyway, on the inside. Here comes the 44 of Zerke here. Trying to get onto the inside of the 88. Through the T-shaped oval of Kentucky. technically like a, I mean, it's a tri-oval, I guess, but more D-shaped. I guess that's what you would call it. According to Wikipedia, look at it, it's a D-shape. Turkey and Gunther. Oh, Jeff, over a second now ahead of Kyle and Chris. The top three kind of separated themselves from the pack again. Keith Hanlon, 9th to 4th. Pumpkin Machine. Charlie, 8th to 5th. This is where you're really starting to get into the battles. These 7 drivers from Keith all the way back to John here. If they can get single file, they would etch Chris Gutierrez. Chris has caught the back bumper of Kyle, though. That is going to be for P2. Chris shooting to the inside line. Down into 3. And it looks like the 227, like a rocket ship, going to get that launch, run on the outside and keep it. John Zerke and PK. Gonna take battle back here for 7. Lonnie Barrington right here. Cockpit to Lonnie real quick. Buttering the gas just to make sure it does not whip around on you. Doing a fantastic job of it. And up to 2 seconds, almost said 2 minutes, but up to 2 seconds. Well, we've got Keith and Charlie going at it for 4th. Man, 53 laps already ran here tonight. 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central. Potential battle for 2nd between Kyle Vincent and Chris. Still got that battle for 4th between Charlie and Keith. And Kevin is in the mix here for John, Lonnie, PK, and John Anderson. Got to get back here to Timothy in 11th and Dave Hunt. These two right here kind of mired by themselves, just right there with one another. Laco Barra has got some company with Chris Walker, Mike Whitaker, a Hanover 5th, and Bill English. So we do have the pack back here. Johns again. John Anderson, John Zerke. It looks like Zerke is going to be able to get around Anderson here. So Zerke up to 9th. 9. In 10th after starting 11. So still up a spot from where he started. Kyle Vincent back to 3rd. Chris up to 2nd. That was strange. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Something about my El Gato, and I don't even have that thing plugged up. Alright, not a whole lot going on right now. Everybody pretty much content. I'll say that. Hanover Fist comes around Chris Walker. He could have Bob Lacavara trying to get around the 11 of Chris. Keep an eye on it. Ooh, Bill Lincoln. Bill Hamlet. Oh, and Austin Williams is gone. Can anybody tell me what happened to Austin? Just seen he was gone. Wow. About Jeff right now. I am kind of watching Chris and Kyle. There's John Zerke and Lonnie Barrington, so we have a quick battle here, and they're coming up on PK here. PK in 7th, John in 8th, Lonnie in 9th. Watch John and John now. Looks like that would be John Anderson and Lonnie. Keep an eye on them too, because Zerke is coming up on quickly. PK here. Whoa! Zerke tagging the wall. Oh, man. Zerke trying to get to the inside. Not going to be able to do it. And Jeff, of course, taking lap 64. And he has led all 63 laps so far. Golly, Hollingsworth. Man. And Jeff has not won here yet. Alright, hopefully everybody can still hear me. I'm having technical difficulties over here. We're still here as far as I know. Alright, lap 67. Looks like Chris Walker has taken his car. Behind the wall. Whitaker, Timothy Bates doing some battling back here. Man, drivers just keep dropping out, and I don't know why. Jeff Hollingsworth, 1.8 seconds ahead, taking lap 69. One more lap around will be the white flag. Jeff, clean air, man. Grabbing the pole here tonight, led 68 laps. This will be lap 69 right here when he hits the line. And we are going to hit the white flag. One more lap to go here, folks, for stage 2. Jeff Hollingsworth, man. And out of turn number 4 through the tri-oval, Jeff Hollingsworth is going to sweep the stages here tonight. All right. Well, winning both stages here. And bringing them all down pit road. No doubt about it. Now, who is going, or who will get off of pit road first? That is what we're going to look at here, because one more lap here. I think Jeff has got it already. The most laps led. Well, of course, he's got the most laps led. I don't know if it can be beaten or not. I don't think it can, because it's at the halfway mark now, so. And he is going to be not the first one off of pit road. Kyle Fencing Gilbert beat him off, it looks like. But Jeff Hollingsworth is going to be our stage 2 winner here tonight. We'll go ahead and get him back down here one more time. I don't think it's the last time, though. Jeff, man, stage 2 winner, buddy. You got the jump you needed, and, you know, you just kind of pulled away there. And, well, it came down to, like it was stage 1, pretty good gap, but not as big as stage 1 was.
Nah, they were side by side more on that first stage. And I got away a little bit, but Chris was gaining on me there, and then he kind of dropped. He must have wore his stuff out there at the last, but got beat out of the pits here. We'll see what happens now.
Yeah.
I put the power down and was just burning out. I couldn't get it to grip going out.
Man. All righty. Well, congratulations, bud. Stage 2 winner. Like I said, you got stage 1, and I don't think even right now, I still don't think it can be beat. I think it can only be tied. So, of leading the most laps. Because right now, you've got 71.
Kinfer, yeah.
So,
well, we'll see. I mean, now I got to kind of race in dirty air and whatnot. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it because it's fun to wheel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've been in clean air all night. You need to get some of that dirty air and see what it's like.
Yeah, I'm going to get some dirty air. We'll see what happens, though, you know, just, I don't know. I guess Austin had a rough one and quit. Chris had a rough one and quit, so
man,
we're down a couple of teamies.
Yeah, down a couple of teammates, I see. Yeah, for sure. Looks like Freddie, looks like he might be coming back out. So, We'll see what happens, bud. Well, Jeff, good luck. Congratulations on stage 2, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep,
Thanks.
you too, man. All right, well, that is Jeff Hollingsworth here, our stage 2 winner. Now, Kyle Vincent did beat him off of pit road, so Kyle up front, he's led a lap, and we've only had 2 different leaders, of course, Kyle and Jeff. Now Jeff is going to have to contend with dirty air instead of that clean air. Now, what kind of jump Kyle gets, well, that'll depend on if Jeff or Chris or Keith or anybody back behind them can get, you know, up front. Kyle has a bad start. Jeff definitely going to be able to pounce, as well as Chris and Keith and so far on back. You know, I don't know. I think, whoa, Kyle has chosen the outside line. Unique. Okay, maybe Kyle knows something that Jeff don't, or Kyle just wants to start out there, maybe. I have no idea. Well, we're about to find out what Kyle can do here, because Jeff, man, it's been all Jeff here tonight so far. 2 people out there watching. 5 likes, though. Thank you, everybody, for that, for those 5 likes out there. We do appreciate it. Not only myself here at MaxspeedTV, but Downforce Racing Series, and, of course, everybody here. Bob, Dave, Gunther, John, Keith, Kyle, Lonnie, Mike, Timothy, Paul, Charlie, Freddie, Jeff, John, and the drivers that we've lost, Chris, Austin, Chad. Of course, you know, I could keep going on and on, but, you know, they all do go back and watch the race, the broadcast, and look at chat and see who's all in here and talking. So, thank you, everybody, again. But pace car will dive off due to the safety of pit road. Stages are done here tonight. We can get that garbage off there. And the pace car is off and away. Here we go, folks, coming into the Geico start zone here tonight. Kyle on the outside getting us going here this evening. He is going to be on the loud pedal. He got a good jump. Not the same start as what Jeff's been getting. Now, is that going to upset Jeff, knowing that Kyle started on the outside? Well, it looks like Jeff is just going to wheel it and deal it out of turn number 2 as they go side by side behind them. Keith Hanlon, Chris Gutierrez, John Zerke, Charlie Woods. Well, here we go, folks. We are back on the way here tonight. John Anderson, Mike Whitaker. Well, that was quick. Like Dave Hunt, Lonnie. Jeff not letting Kyle get too far ahead of him. Here we go, a battle for the lead already. Jeff Hollingsworth, Kyle Vincent over the top. And Kyle, can he hold it? Oh, no, he's not going to be able to keep up top here. Jeff Hollingsworth goes back up front. Man, did not take him long. Now Kyle's got to deal with the dirty air. Boy, that dirty air from Kyle did not. It didn't bother Jeff one stinking bit, it looked like. He was wheeling and dealing it, man. All right. Now 53. Dave Hunt moving up the pack here. Started 10th and 7th. Just got around PK as the battle ensues up ahead of Charlie and John Zerke here. The battle even behind the 53. That is with PK and Lonnie Barrington. We've got a few battles going on here. Man. really letting him get too far ahead. Now they will have to pit. They cannot make it to the end. Of course, Jeff Hollingsworth being back up front. No way in the world now that anybody can beat 75 laps led. The only one technically that would even be able to get close right now would be Kyle Vincent if he can get back up front. But we've only had 2 leaders, Jeff and Kyle. So, and now it looks like everybody just starting to go single file a little bit. Well, you know the drill, folks. We got time here tonight. We're over the halfway mark, lap 80 of 140. Let's do it, folks. Let's crank it up here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Alrighty, folks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the crankhead up there. You had to step away. That would have been a good time to do it. And we come back here, and it doesn't really look like much has changed. We do have some battling back here around PK, though. We got PK, John, Kevin, Lonnie Barrington, potential 3 wide with these 3. And then Mr. Anderson, John back here to 56, right there at the, well, he was behind the 23. But as far as everything else, it looks like, oh, excuse me. Looks like Bill English. Oh, Bill got a little loose there. Got that apron and over. Right there behind him, Bob Lacavara and Timothy Bates. And it's 15th and 16th, respectively. They're hanging out back here together. Looks like Bob. Something's going on with Bob here. Not, no, maybe he was trying to let Timothy by. I don't know. However, Bob back here in 16th. Jeff about a half a second lead up on Kyle. Chris Gutierrez right there in that 6th. Putting a little bit of pressure on Kyle Vincent. That's really about it. 89 though, folks. Still got some laps left. By far not done. They are going to have to come down pit road here. Oh, man, they've been out here about 18 laps. Probably within the next 35 to 40 laps. Split it right in the middle. Should do that. Watch Kevin Gunther, though. He is up here with Dave Hunt and Paul Crumbry. Battle up ahead of Kevin. Dave and PK. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. PK almost took out Dave Hunt there. Man, boy, that was close. A little scary, to be honest with you. All right, looks like Bob Lacavara coming back out. And I imagine that would be his last stop. I think he'd have to come down again. Well, it'll be close, but I think he's okay. Right, well, Dave Hunt dropping it right in front of PK there. Man, Kevin Gunther, Lonnie Barrington. Back in the top 10 there in 9th. He is he's putting that Busch Light machine up here in a pretty good spot for a great finish. For everybody that is just tuning in here tonight, we'll go ahead and bring those points back up for everybody. A little bit of a recap. They were coming into tonight. This is how the top 12 looked. Of course, we'll definitely probably have some changes and you know, some drivers not having the race they wanted here tonight. Things will probably end up changing. Bentley is not here, so that's not going to be good for Bentley. And as we're looking at that, Kyle Vincent Gilbert goes back up to the front. Chris Gutierrez there in 3rd. Boy, the top 3 right here together. Throw a blanket over these 3 drivers. Got Kyle up front now. Jeff P2, Chris P3. We'll definitely keep our eyes out on this group. And, boy, Jeff all over Kyle Vincent. All right, I'll keep an eye on the timing screen for them 3. Right now I want to check on everybody else. Looks like everybody, for the most part, single file. We do have here the 44 Zerke. Ooh, 31 of Kevin Gunther. Looks like Kevin coming down pit road here. Oh, pit stop starting to happen here. Gonna be interesting to see when our leaders come down. And will they come down together? And I just kind of noticed we have 3 drivers, top 3s together. Then we've got Keith Hanlon, Charlie Woods, they're together. Dave Hunt, PK, Lonnie, They're together with John Anderson and Mike Whitaker not too far back behind them, so you can probably throw a five cars right here. John Zerke kind of mired by himself a little bit. Now, he is behind Mike, I do believe. Oh, yeah, he's behind Mike about 1.8 seconds. Jeff Hollingsworth goes back to the lead. I just seen that. Golly, these two, man. Jeff Kyle. All right, well, Chris back here is like, when is it my turn? I mean, I want my turn at some point. Well, Chris, you might get your turn here before it's all said and done. Ooh, Jeff way up high. Kyle is going to lead that lap, though. And lap 101. Officially 40 to go here tonight. We will go ahead and take a look at it here. Our stage cautions, that is all we've had here for 7 laps, 40 laps to go. 5 lead changes is what we've had, but we've only had 2 different leaders. Jeff Hollingsworth, 91 laps, and Kyle Vincent Gilbert, 10 laps, as he will take his 10th lap lead right there. Jeff, man, peeking down again to the inside. Oh, buddy, man. Man, it gets close between them two. Man, Chris, he is right there. Let's go cockpit with Chris. Like John Zerke down pit road here. Chris running that high line, not the high line, but the high line. And keeping it really, really tight, though. Really close with Jeff and Kyle. Interesting to see when they come down, though. John Zerke coming back out onto the racing surface. Lonnie Barrington, it looks like, is going to be coming down pit road as we get on him. Ooh, did he get it woed down in time? It rode 45 miles an hour. Ugh, let's hope he did and did not get popped for speeding. Kyle back up front. Chris up to second now as Jeff Hollingsworth is coming down pit road. Oh, Kyle coming down pit road. Dave Hunt down pit road. Pit road busy. Lonnie Barrington is in his pit box here. I would imagine Chris will be coming down probably this time. If he does not come down, it would surprise me. Ah, here he comes. Yeah, he led a lap, and he's got that bonus point out of the way. He's down pit road. Jeff and Kyle both on pit road, as well as Dave. Kyle Vincent going to be out and away, and here comes Jeff as well. He's off and away. These two pretty much going to come out together. Definitely going to keep an eye on them two. Chris. And here comes Lonnie Barrington. He is going to be coming back out. Oh, Keith Hanlon and the Pumpkin 17 has elected to come down pit road. They've been out here at about 35 laps. So, yeah, they're getting about the halfway mark to get down here. It's like Hanover down pit road. Bill English down pit road. Right, here comes Charlie down pit road. Green flag pit stops, folks. That's going to put PK up front. And PK is going to lead a lap. Oh, we are going to have... Let me see here. As everything cycles through. 3 drivers. Now, it looks like 3 drivers that have yet to pit. Paul Crumry, who is going to be coming down now. That's going to give the lead up to John Anderson, who is going to lead his first lap here tonight. Drivers under green flag conditions picking up a bonus point for leading a lap. And Timothy Bates has yet to come down as well. I would imagine John will be coming down here pretty shortly, probably this time. Speed all the way down to 110 miles an hour. Yeah, he's coming down. Well, let's see what Timothy does. Timothy, is he going to be able to lead a lap? Yes, he will. Timothy's going to lead that lap. So Timothy picking up a bonus point. So Timothy is the only driver left to come down pit road. So that would put, once everything cycles through, Kyle up front, Jeff right behind him, Chris about a 2.5 back, Kevin Gunther, Charlie Woods, Keith Hanlon. Just kind of going off the field here. John Anderson coming back out as we speak. Timothy, staying out. Banking on a yellow flag, maybe? Well, Dave Hunt right there behind him. He's going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. John Surkey's not too far. He's going to go to the inside of the 21, get his lap back the old-fashioned way, passing the leader. And Timothy Bates still up front. That's going to be 3 laps for him. And Kyle, though, let's see here. Looking at Kyle and Jeff from Timothy. So Timothy right now is out of 2. So down into 3. And then Kyle is coming across the stripe. Timothy is coming out of 4 now. So, man, it's about a track length, roughly. Kyle out of 2. Timothy down into 1, the middle of 1. And out of 2 there. So about 19 seconds and closing. We're going to have to keep an eye on Timothy as well. See where Timothy comes down pit road. If he gets a caution. And I don't know if it's, man, he's been out here 40 laps, though. No way he can go the distance. He has got to be banking on a caution or something. Got to. Hey, Travis, how you doing there, buddy? Hey, man, hopefully you see you out on track or see you back racing tomorrow, man. Glad to see you in chat, bud. Glad you got you another setup, man. Glad you come in here and checked out the stream, man. Hopefully you're out here racing with these guys sometime next week. I haven't had a chance to talk to Bob or any of the guys, but and it'd be nice to get you out here and, you know, have some fun with the Downforce guys. Great group right here. Great group. Oh, man. Timothy. And, oh, up into the wall. There goes the 88 of PK getting his lap back. Mike Whitaker also got his lap back. Timothy. He has got to be banking on a yellow. Or as I like to call them, rubber duckies. But the Purple Heart Homes 21 leading the way right now. got PK and Mike Whitaker. They are doing battling here for 10th. PK is going to take the spot away from Mike. Mike's still right there, though. I'm counting Mike out. Chowder Browder, yes, sir. I know you. Chowder Browder. Still remember the day I called you that. About the only one that does. I can actually get away with it anyway. All right, man, oh man, Timothy running that high line, and he's just allowing John Anderson, 23, of Lonnie to get one of his 2 laps back. So Lonnie is now back to 1 lap down. Bob Lacavara is a lap down. Bill English is a lap down. That's the only drivers, 3 drivers that are a lap down. Well, you know, Bill English probably hoping for a rubber ducky here, as well as Bob and Lonnie that just don't want to be a part of it. But man, Kyle Vincent Company has really closed that gap, though, down from Timothy Bates there, down to about 11 seconds. And you're probably thinking 11 seconds, that's a huge gap. Not really, given that everybody but Timothy has pitted. So Timothy is losing ground quickly. How's Kyle and Jeff burning their stuff up? Could be, but they know Timothy can't make it. So 20 to go here. I think, let's see, 47, 57. I'd put him at 67 laps. There ain't no way he can go 67 laps. If Timothy Bates goes 67 laps on fuel, yeah, something's wrong. Either my calculations were wrong or somebody lied to me. Oh, yeah, man, can't wait, buddy. Me either. Yeah, it's been a while. Been too long. All right, well, has Timothy made his bed? Does he just have to lay in it? Well, we'll find out. Kyle Vincent, Jeff Hollingsworth, Chris Gutierrez, Kevin Gunther, rounding out your top 5 here with 18 laps to go. I still don't think Timothy's going to be able to go the distance, though. Kevin Gunther, he does have the fuel and the tires to make it. Everybody, I think, does, including Bob. 32 laps. Yeah, I think he's got them, too. I don't think Timothy has them, though. I think Timothy, man, he's going to have to come down. I wonder if he's doing any type or has done any type of saving or anything. I think he's really wanting a yellow. And you can just see how worn the tires are, though. And that car, pushy, like a dump truck. That might just be the turn, too, where he was at. I don't know. However, man, getting back up here to Kyle. Now down to under 5.5 seconds. Chris up to P3. Got around Hollingsworth. Man. Timothy, I don't know what you're doing, bud. I am so confused at what you're doing. Man. 15 to go. Oh, you know he is having problems with that car. I don't know if the fans of No Name is out there or not, but, man, what in the world is Bates doing? Strategy call, maybe. I have no idea. If this is his plan all along... Oh, man, yeah, getting really loose. Kyle Vincent. Second and a half now, behind Timothy. Timothy is going to take it. 13 to go, though. Still leading. Still leading. And Kyle's cut it now down to under a second. And man, Kyle just keeps on coming. Chris, P3. Jeff, P4. Jeff, I don't think Jeff's falling back for a reason. I think he's just biding his time there. And yep, Kyle Vincent Gilbert back up front. There goes Chris. Into P2. Jeff Hollingsworth would be the next driver to get around Timothy. And I think Timothy knows it. He did not get that yellow. Man. And here comes Jeff. If Jeff is able, nah, he's got to get around him safely, though. With the 21 having old tires. Well, you know it's going to be crazy. Yeah, Timothy's not even going to fight him. Going to stay high and let him go by. Kyle Vincent and Chris. Well, I thought for sure we was going to have a battle up here for the lead, but looks like Chris backed it off just a little bit. 11 laps to go now. And Timothy Bates still not coming down pit road. I think he's probably made his bed, or maybe hoping for a late race caution here. You know who doesn't want to see it? Probably Kyle. Maybe Chris. Possibly Jeff. We know Jeff is very fast out here. He's about little over 2 seconds now behind Chris and Kyle. So 9 laps to go. Is there enough laps here for Jeff Hollingsworth to get back up to Chris and Kyle? Timothy Bates there in 4th, Charlie 5th, Keith Hanlon 6th, Dave Hunt 7th, Kevin Gunther 8th, John Zerke 9th, Paul Crumry in 10th, Mike Whitaker in 11th, John Anderson 12th, Hanover 13th, Bill English 14th. That is the last driver on the lead lap. Lonnie Barrington is 1 lap down. You know he's wanting to caution. He's wanting to get back on the lead lap. Bob Lacavara 3 laps down back here in 16th. And that's all we have on track. Fred Williams is still on pit road. We've lost Chris Walker, Austin Williams, and Chad Waller here. And watching Jeff Hollingsworth. He is going to get passed up by Bob Lacavara. As Bob does have the fresher tires of the bunch. He's only been out here 3 laps. And oh man. And Keith Hanlon. Carly, they got around Timothy. And a battle for the lead. Chris Gutierrez, Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Coming to 6 to go here at the stripe. And I don't even know who got that. I think Kyle got it. But I'm not, yeah, barely, but he got it. And it's door to door, the 6 and the 227. Oh, man. Oh, golly. Here we go, folks. Here we go. 6 to go. These 2 drivers are not going to hold back. As Chris is going to take over the lead. Sliding it up in front of the 227. 227 now right on his tail. Oh, man. And cool, Chris. Chris knows Kyle's right there. Chris has got to guard every single line he can. He cannot leave that bottom open, and he did. Whoa. Coming to 4 to go here, folks. you know who's right behind him? The boss man, Bob Lacovara, 3 laps down, and he is seeing the battle with our leaders. Timothy now coming down pit road, does not have enough. And 4 laps short. Oh! Oh, hitting the stripe. It's going to be 3 to go. So I do want to mention, if we do have a yellow, rubber ducky, caution, whatever you want to call them, well, they will be in the store for a green, white, checkered attempt. So hopefully we don't see it, but it's there if they need it. And drivers do have some resets left if they have to use them. It's going to be 2 to go. 1 more lap until the white flag, folks. They are coming around Timothy now as he is back out on track. Down into 3. Middle of 3. Coming out of 4 momentarily. Chris Gutierrez, though, he is going to cross the stripe here. And he is going to take 1 to go. We are going to finish this under regulation here tonight. Chris Gutierrez already has a win under his belt. And, of course, it was the race that I missed here this season. That was at Homestead. And, well, he is 2 for 2 for 140 lappers. Chris Gutierrez out of 4 to cross the stripe is going to grab his 2nd win of season 13. Kyle Vincent Gilbert going to finish P2. Jeff Hollingsworth in that 3rd spot. That is our podium finishers. Charlie Woods in 4th and Keith Hantlin rounding out our top 5. Oh, man, but I'm sure Chris is excited. I caught one finally. Alrighty, folks. Well, give me just a few minutes to get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Sorry about that. OBS crash for some oddball reason, but we have caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to grab Chris, probably in mid-conversation. Chris, awesome job out here tonight, buddy, grabbing your second win of the season, and you are 2 for 2 with tracks, or 2 for 3, I should say. Tracks at 140 laps, it looks like. Let's see, Las Vegas 140, Phoenix 141. Then you won at Homestead at 140 laps, and then you come back at Kentucky with 140 laps, and you come away with the victory, man. So, yeah, you could go 2 for 4 or 2 for 2 or however you want to look at it. It looks like these 1.5 mile, 140 lap races is just what you need here this season, man. Awesome freaking job, but I know it was not without a fight, buddy, because, man, we had some drivers out here tonight, you know, Jeff, Kyle, then, you know, different drivers that during green flag pit stops there at the end. Timothy trying to do what he can to bank on a caution. He was like 4 laps short. I mean, I didn't know what was going on down there, man. But, man, talk about it, your run, your strategy, the adjustment that you had to make. If you want to keep that secret, you can. But, man, we got to hear from you, Chris. Go ahead, bud. Mike is yours.
Yeah, awesome freaking race. That was some of the most fun racing we've had in the league. It was nice and tight. Kyle definitely didn't give me any quarter. We bumped doors going in the corner, and I basically sent him to 3-4. Said, "Okay, I'm sending it." And then I got on the throttle, and I thought I was going to wreck it for a second. But luckily, my reputation for being able to hang onto a loose car in most cases. Sometimes I can't in this car, but for this time it held. But yeah, the first 30 laps, this thing was out of control. I don't know what it was. I had a certain brake. I'm not going to say for sure exactly, but I had a brake bias set, and that seemed to be the problem because I corrected that, and the rest of the race it drove fine. But the first 30 laps, I was the guy who was spotting me. I told him, so I'm about wrecking this thing because he thought I was saving tires. He says, "No, I'm not saving tires. I'm about wrecking." So,
Oh, my God.
if you would have told me at lap 30 we were going to win this race, I'd have thought you were crazy. And then the second stage happened, and I made that adjustment. I was like, okay, we got something. And then the third stage, I was sweating. I got into my zone. I like to tell people I don't like, not the wrong way, but I call it the kill zone, where I'm just like, I'm going as hard as I possibly can, and we're gonna win it or we might wreck it. But
we're back up live here. Sorry, we're gonna try to get through this the best way we can, folks. But OBS keeps crashing, so and maybe might have to do some updates after the race. Chris, man, that force was with you here tonight, buddy. Yeah, technical difficulties for me and for I think everybody with TeamSpeak, but. Man, oh man! I mean, we could go on and all night long about the track out here tonight and everything. But man, awesome job. Let's go ahead and kind of talk about going into next week. We go to Pocono, buddy. The next to the last race before we get out of June. We'll be off the first week though of July due to Independence Day. But man, talk about Pocono and how do you feel about that track? Do you think you could take this momentum and go to a 2 mile or 2.5 mile track like Pocono and grab the victory there?
Yeah, I do. We ran really well there last season when it was open setups, and now it's fixed setup. It's just going to be all about driver. And I didn't do myself any favors because that was the one where I won my first pole, and I promptly accidentally disconnected myself before the race started, so I ended up starting in the back. So by the time I got back up to the front, I had no tires left. So if we can start towards the front, I think we can make a fight. I know Bentley and Jeff will be hard to beat, but I think we can give them a fight for it for sure.
All righty, well, awesome job, Chris. Man, second win of the season. Man, I remember when I first came over here, buddy. You were struggling, but man, you've come a long ways, bud. And man, you're racing it up with some of these guys out here now, and it's like, wow, where did he come from? Man.
Yeah, it's been it's a big. I'm probably my worst critic, but I've still tried to be more like. Take the positives away, but
yes.
One thing people learn very quickly: if you want to make me dangerous, doubt me, because that's a motivator for me, and it usually makes me perform better. But I work hard. I race a bunch. You can check my stats. I've done over 3,000 races on this stupid thing in the official. So
wow,
I do it all the time, and it's very important to me. And yeah, winning for me in this. I mean, I don't get to race in real life, unfortunately, but this feels just as good. I mean. it's just something I've always enjoyed. I've always loved the racing, and this is my passion. And winning is awesome. Like, it can literally make my week, and nothing else can touch me for the rest of the week.
Yeah, this is about as good as you're going to get without stepping, foot into a real live car if you don't already race,
For sure.
However, man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, and of course, get ready for Pocono?
Yeah, no, just thanks to my detached boys for bringing me in the league, Kevin and Cody. Cody's not racing this season, but thanks to them. Thanks to Bob and Hanover for putting on the league. Jeff and Kyle, classic competitors as always. That was a great race. Thanks to everybody watching, and thank you for putting on the broadcast. I hope we put on the show, because in the race car, that was some serious racing, so I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Oh, it got very interesting there toward the end. We had battles, up front, some battles, kind of mid-pack, and it was kind of all over the place there toward the end. But it was a great race, no cautions other than the stages. You guys
Absolutely.
put on one hell of a show. I mean, it was amazing, dude. So go celebrate your win, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Well, that was our winner here tonight. Let's go ahead and get down here to the 227 of Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Now, Kyle, man, right there with Chris, bumping and banging. You battled Jeff out here tonight as well. You had a little bit of everything here tonight, buddy. Man, talk about it.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have it there for a little bit. I was hoping Jeff and Chris would battle a little bit so I could get away. And then Chris caught me, and we had some close door banging racing there, and wasn't able to pull it out 2 weeks in a row.
Well, man, it was a really, really, really hard fought battle out there. Now talk about the dirty air, the clean air, the difference between the two, because you got into that clean air there on the restart, and then Jeff was in the dirty air along with everybody else. You got a good jump. What happened?
I was really just trying to save my tires. That's all I was doing. I didn't really plan to stay in front of him. I didn't plan on him being able to. I didn't really plan on being able to stay on his bumper there or pass him after that. I thought he was going to pull away like he had done on all the other restarts, and he just happened to be able to. I happened to be able to get past him there and stay past him and not get as loose as I did on previous runs.
Well, man, I gotta say, you put on one heck of a show out here tonight, dude. No cautions other than the stages. If you could have done anything differently, what would it have been?
I don't know. I wish I did know. I'll have to go back and watch the race and figure that out. I just couldn't get turn 1 as good as turn 1 and 2 as good as Chris and Jeff, and kind of figured out there towards the end, but it's still they were getting runs on me coming out of 2, and then my tires were just worn enough for me trying to push to get back to Chris. I couldn't get through 3 and 4 too. I burned him up those last 3 or 4 laps.
You still got, a good finish, coming into tonight, you cracked the top 12. So this is definitely going to be a good points night for you going into next week. I don't know how far you'll move up. We won't know that until probably tomorrow. But nevertheless, man, we do go to Pocono next week. How do you feel about the tricky that's going on? But as we get it back up live, man, tell us about it. What do you think about Pocono?
It's just that it's a tricky triangle. You gotta get out of the turns with all the momentum you can get to keep your speed down those long straights. That's about it. I don't know how fast everybody else is gonna be. I'll just have to show up and see where I line up again.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You got to take it race by race for sure. Well, bud, awesome job, P2, here tonight. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, man?
Just like I've been talking to Jeff, we had some good racing this week after we had our issues a couple weeks ago. So I'm happy to be running clean with him and getting along with him. All
righty, Kyle. Well, go celebrate second here tonight, man. We'll see you.